you think back, I mean, John Marshall was like the powerhouse of the West Side.
If you went and asked around, it's amazing how many people either graduated from Marshall or, like me, have parents who graduated from here. It's just a very, very rich history.
John Marshall is a community with a lot of history, and John Marshall is a family. It is a family of alumni, current students, and the West Park community. It's one big family atmosphere.
My brother went here.
My dad actually graduated from John Marshall in
I had a
1959.
brother that graduated in 1949.
I grew up in the neighborhood for one. My dad actually taught here for 31 years.
I have a brother that graduated in 1960, was on the championship football team.
And then as he was leaving, I was coming in, and I taught here for 13 years. I lived in the
Not only
neighborhood.
did my dad, my grandma, my mom, everyone's gone to John Marshall.
I have a long history with John Marshall.
It's an opportunity. It's different than other schools. It's new.
The new building is so beautiful. The library is so huge. I absolutely love it.
The new teachers and students, like, it's just welcoming, like, welcome, you're here. Like.
I think it makes you want to learn. It makes you want to get here and do things. I mean, it's a little bit of a maze. I mean, we're all getting used to it and everything, but just how clean it is and the technology and everything, it's perfect for what we need here.
We have 3 specialty schools at John Marshall: IT, engineering, and civic and business leadership. Under the IT school, we are offering students some different exposure in computer programming, robotics, 3D additive printing, and lots of different job skills that are high need in Cleveland right now. And in each of the small schools, there is college credit available and there are certificates available to really help students move through and fill those workforce needs in Cleveland right now.
All those models are kind of working together in their own unique way because we have different start times, different end times, different programs, but at the same time, we're sharing everything to make this one school. So you'll see the IT as they're building our webpage. You're going to see the business school as they're opening up the coffee shop, which is going to be behind me. You'll see our engineering school and the CAD labs and the robotics, and how the robotics team from the 11th and 12th grade will still work with those 9th and 10th graders and that concept. So you'll just see how all those unique parts kind of work together to form one whole.
It's different, but I feel like I can adjust and become better as a person in the school. I always try to be in my best attitude when I come here and try to be energetic. Sometimes I'm tired, but I get over it.
I can be a leader and, just show everyone, like, being a lawyer is an amazing thing. Like, John Marshall, yes, being a lawyer, amazing.
We're really excited to have the new John Marshall open in the school. It completes what is essentially an $85 million investment by the school district in our neighborhood right on West 140th Street. The investment that the school district has made in the neighborhood has kind of made us look at the neighborhood differently and say, well, really, what is this neighborhood? And it's a great family neighborhood anchored by 140th Street and the education corridor.
Well, John Marshall has been an anchor in West Park, really going back to 1899. The original school was up on Lorraine Avenue, but at this location, since 1932, John Marshall has been that anchor for West Park.
Building that's been around since 1970 has a great legacy and a great history. John Marshall Lawyers. Everybody knows it around this neighborhood. But we made the decision, very difficult, to remove the landmark, and we're seeing the finished product right now, which I'm very proud of.
We're still the John Marshall Lawyers, and we have quite a few things in the new building that you'll see that are refurbished from the old building. So some of the benches were from the exterior, and the entrance to the gyms are the main entrances of the original building with the whole stone framework. So it's cool to have the old and the new together, and to have the whole alumni Hall of Fame. Our students walk by that every day, and I've actually caught a few students looking at who are these people and what did they do and are they really famous? And so yes, John Marshall has a very rich history, and we do have some very prominent public figures who have graduated, and so having that to know that they're a part of something bigger, and knowing that they're a part of a rich history of John Marshall and a part of something bigger is very, very powerful for our students.
I was here for 6 years because we didn't have a junior high. So by the time I was a senior, I was really ready to leave. But after I got out, I realized how much I appreciated the school did and the good people that were in here, and how when I didn't think that I probably would be able to go to school or do anything, I had people come and tell me in school, you should be in college and you should be doing this. So that was really a great impact on me to push me along to do that.
That was the best years of my life. Being a student at John Marshall, I have just fond memories of being here and being a part of a larger community, meeting friends that I still have currently today, and I was really afraid that we were going to lose that history and that architecture. And when I walked in and I saw the benches here, the stone benches were part of the outside of the old school, it just warms my heart to see that the history. I still take great pride in the school, and because of my experiences here at John Marshall is why I continue to live in the city of Cleveland, and that my children attended the Cleveland Municipal School District.
John Marshall is vital for this neighborhood. It all starts with education when someone's coming to look for a house. And the city of Cleveland is no different. You have to have good neighborhoods to draw people in here.
I think that John Marshall is more than just this building in this neighborhood, and it's a great reflection of that in the community.
So at Bel Air Puritas, as the Community Development Corporation, we are very involved in trying to build bridges between different stakeholders in the community. And so we were invited to be part of the conversation around rebuilding the new John Marshall. Everyone has a part to play, and I think that's the question for all of us. What can we do to help young people kind of find their way and tap into their God-given talent?
I want to build pride in them and a work ethic and morality to the point where they can go out in the world and people say, when people see John Marshall kids at the store, they see them out in the community, they hire them, they say, that's a quality kid.
Anytime that we show the kids that we value them by giving them something brand new like this, I think that it impacts their self-esteem. I think that it makes them feel a sense of pride for their school and for themselves individually.
I want to see a lot more pride in my school.
I'm just excited to be actually the first to graduate on my mom and dad's side to graduate high school, so it's an amazing feeling. I feel special. I feel very special, and I feel lucky. I got that bond with John Marshall.
Everybody I see asks me, everybody I know who finds out I teach at Marshall or who know that I coach here and stuff, they all want to know what's going on at Marshall. And there's a close affiliation to the school and to these kids. And we really have a legacy to live up to here, and I think we've got a nice start this year, and I think we'll keep it going. We should be good. It should be all good.
The graduating class this year is my first class from John Marshall when I entered John Marshall. I don't know where my path is going to go, but I wanted to be here with them when they walked across the stage in this new building.
We're very excited about Marshall again playing that role of neighborhood anchor, of a community learning center, and really a source of community strength.
It's awesome to be part of such a big change for John Marshall and such a good opportunity for our kids in the West Park neighborhood and in Cleveland in general.
We'll thrive in life and do what we need to do.
I'm a lawyer, and I want to be a mechanical engineer.
I am a lawyer, and I'm trying to be an entrepreneur.
I am a lawyer, and I want to be an architect.
I'm a lawyer and I want to become a mechanical engineer.
I'm a lawyer and I want to go to college.
I am a John Marshall lawyer, and I want to be a dermatologist.